So, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna Burbridge again, and this is part 2 of me analyzing the Subaru Meet an Owner campaign. We're going to go into a little bit further depth on the analysis. Being able to measure the return on investment was difficult in this campaign. If we do some research on what Subaru spent on the influencers, nothing really comes up, and there isn't data about what the whole campaign cost Subaru. However, Subaru's choice of using the hands-off approach surely helped them keep their marketing campaign costs down. The big cost really consisted of paying the influencers and paying for the website. It was actually a seemingly smart and cost-effective campaign strategy. However, where it wasn't so smart maybe was with their hands-off approach, which gave them less control of their campaign and their ability to measure results. Along with not knowing what we spent on the campaign, we also don't know what the return on the investment was. I couldn't find any information on what they estimated the ROI was resulting from the Meet an Owner campaign. I started wondering how would or should Subaru measure its campaign success? How would Subaru determine if the buyer saw the campaign and completely isolated the fact that the campaign was the sole reason for their selection of purchasing a Subaru vehicle? Ultimately, they can't be 100% certain, as these variables are very hard to isolate. A tactic that Subaru could have used is to generate a survey to all Subaru buyers asking how they heard about the car brand, giving options like referred by a friend, Meet an Owner campaign, personal research, other, etc. This would not be the most accurate, but you would hopefully get a sample to draw conclusions from. Although surveys are not the most reliable, it would be a relatively quick and cost-effective way to gather data for Subaru. The big takeaway for me from this campaign was that influencers are effective, but you lose control over the campaign. Results can be difficult to measure coming from social media marketing. There's a lot of other factors that play into results, and how can you isolate if marketing and social media played a role in that? Return on investment isn't always measurable or accurate. So my additional analysis questions were, could this campaign be deployed to other generations? Why just millennials? Could it be deployed on a different platform perhaps? I think it could have been effective, but deployed in a different way. Everyone finds referrals and testimonials refreshing as well. They just need a different platform. The website could even work, or the use of Facebook perhaps. Facebook was slightly used in this campaign, but not as much, but we definitely see a larger, older generation presence on Facebook. The next question is, how can Subaru keep this momentum going? What happens after the influencers are done posting? I think Subaru should have continued soliciting their website, which is still up and functional today, and periodically gone back and shared the influencers' post on their site at a later date. And then, is there a better way to keep the campaign components together? There were so many different people and platforms involved in this campaign, and everything was scattered all across the internet and hard to research. I think that the website should have a blog posting or social media page where they share all the influencers' original posts, being the hub for the campaign. Now, overall, I think Subaru did a really great job. I think they had a lot of activity, a lot of engagement, and definitely saw an increase of sales. Those sales, I didn't share in my presentation because we can't know for sure that they were a direct result of this marketing Meet an Owner campaign. However, I think that it was overall very effective. I myself am a Subaru owner, which is why I did my presentation on Subaru, because I know that their marketing is very strong and powerful, and as a community member, I feel very passionate about the brand and wanted to analyze how they performed. I do think Subaru could have done a better job trying to measure the results of the campaign and not basing it on likes or engagement percentages and things like that. What really resulted in new car purchases? That is something that I think I'm very curious about, and I wish I could have researched and discovered. And if that information is out there, it wasn't presented or easily available online. I think it's encouraging that the campaign won an award, which I was very brief on talking about in my first presentation. But they're bragging about how the Meet and Owner campaign and Subaru are really doing a great job about marketing to millennials and doing new and innovative advertising. And I think that the Meet the Owner is a really good example to all marketers of how you can have a successful campaign on social media. This concludes part 2 of my presentation. Thank you for watching it, and I'm sorry this content did not fit into part 1.